Meepo has studied and understood the competition and have created something beautiful. They call it the Hurricane. Alright, pause. Meepo, how did you really get here? So, Meepo has been dominating the budget e-skate market since April 2017, killing the competitions with their $400 V1, their $400 V3, and the new Meepo V4 Shuffle, selling their boards to over 60,000 customers. Yet through these years, they tried time and time again to create a board to compete in the all-terrain market, which usually means bigger wheels, bigger battery, and a bigger price. Their first attempt was the Meepo City Rider in 2019. For around $700, you will get dual hub motors, 6-inch airless wheels, and 12 miles of range. It was a pretty bland start and could use miles of development. So in late 2020, Meepo decided to drop the Meepo City Rider 2. Now, this was an improvement. For the price of $900, you're getting planetary gear drive, which tends to be a little too high. Better build quality in the enclosures and deck, and more uncomfortable airless tires and a range of around 20 miles. Overall, a very meh board for the price. You could tell that either no one was really buying this board, or maybe Kirin wasn't satisfied with it because they stopped producing the City Rider 2 months after release. Kirin said in a podcast, "We released too many boards that are not perfect. They are not good enough, and yet we released it. So it's hurting the company, and I realized that." Fast forward 7 months later, and here we are. Meepo has studied and understood the competition and have created something beautiful. They call it the Hurricane. Alright, pause. Meepo, how do you go from this to
Meepo Shuffle?
I will be reviewing that board once it comes in, so subscribe. Anyways, let's take a look at this beauty and see if Meepo can finally get an edge on the all-terrain market. Let's start off with Meepo uses a new carbon fiber drop-down deck that duals as the electronics and the battery enclosure, making it a sleek all-in-one package. The deck is 44 inches long, about the same size as the Wildgo AT2s, so there's enough space for a nice foot stance. Since the deck is drop-down, it will support your feet from slipping backwards, especially when applying heavy torque. It also has flares for your feet to give you precise control when turning. I can only imagine how locked in you will feel on this deck. Your maneuverability and confidence greatly increases with these deck features. Now you have to admit that this is one of the better looking stock grip tapes out there. The way that the gray carbon fiber shines through the slickness of the black grip tape makes this hands down the best looking Meepo board they've made to date. I mean, just compare it to this. Also, props on your new logo change. The old Meepo logo really wouldn't have worked on this board. Now, let's move over to the Hurricane will be shipping with 7-inch pneumatic tires and their standard 90mm street wheels. It seems like Meepo will be shipping with a 2-in-1 package and won't be adding the option to choose between one or the other for a lower price. The pneumatic wheels are going to be a little larger than the AT2's 175mm wheels. These pneumatics will make traversing a very comfortable and grippy experience. I personally don't find street wheels a fun riding experience. Still, for some people out there, they love the raw skateboard feeling of the street, and also imagine how zippy the torque gets once you throw those on. You'll be able to hit upwards of 37 miles an hour on double kingpin trucks. They went above and beyond to create their fastest electric skateboard to date. Now, let's discuss a major improvement, and that will be this thick guy is going to be shipping with the 12S4P monocell battery rated at 726 watt hours. Let's put that into perspective. The X-Way Atlas is 518 watt hours. The Evolve Hadean is 691 watt hours. The Backfire Hammer is 518 watt hours. And the AT2 is 504 watt hours. At least when it came out, we don't really know. Meepo is killing the competition with this gigantic battery boasting 44 miles of range on street wheels and 30 miles on pneumatics. This is great because it shows that they didn't cut any corners when it comes to the battery pack. Most e-skaters will appreciate the amount of range this thing could get and also praise Meepo for using a battery brand that they can trust. Let's go ahead and cover the rest of the other specs. This is Meepo's first time using double kingpin trucks on a board. They're not the best for stability at high speeds, so seeing that it hits speeds of 37 miles per hour seems pretty crazy. Regardless, double kingpin trucks are used for carving and agile maneuverability like commuting around town. The Hurricane also comes with a 46% hill gradient. Okay, but the tallest hill in the world is here, so I guess. The charge time is 2.6 hours, which is pretty fast for a large battery, so you'll have the opportunity to ride the Hurricane all day long. The Meepo Hurricane looks sick. So far it's looking to be the best electric skateboard they've produced. You're getting a huge battery with excellent range, powerful 1500 watt motors that can throw you up to 37 miles per hour, the choice between monster truck pneumatics or race car street wheels, a high quality carbon fiber drop down deck with flares for your feet, and the overall aesthetic of this board just screams expensive. The question is, what is the price? If Meepo can bring the price down enough below the competition, they'll allow the ability to give access to thousands of more riders in the all-terrain market. Maybe you've bought a V3 and you're looking for your next upgrade. For the right price, the Hurricane is where it's at. It'll be releasing September 20th on Meepo's website. Make sure to use my discount code DREW for $10 off. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for my high quality e-skate content.